Hi, this is Brendan, and you're looking at Edie from Mass Effect 3 in Fallout 4. Now, I got her commissioned to be made for Fallout 4. Um, Although the textures and probably other features definitely differ now from what they were beforehand, but essentially she is in here. Now, it was a long time ago, before, of course, modding. Was made by iSquall, and to me, he was the premier type of modder. He kind of made like here you have Miranda, and of course Femship, Liara for Fallout New Vegas, and of course Jill Valentine. And he was always teasing us about Edie from Fallout. I mean Edie from Mass Effect. But yeah, she never seemed to made it. Either he got disinterested or something else. But of course, if you're looking for those types of mods for Fallout New Vegas, I would definitely recommend those ones. They've definitely got facial movements on them, so, and some voice as well in some parts, not completely, but yeah, and I think this is companion. No, it's a race. So if you want it as a companion, then you have to do something else funky with it. But as a race, it was not too bad. But anyway, what you see before you, of course, is where I got all the models from. So it's from basically everywhere from the Deviant range. So I'm not going to specifically say, but I'm going to say that from these people down, or you can see from here, Grummo 83. You'll see later on G1 Pino. I think it's supposed to be G1 Porno, but G1 Pino. And of course, Just Jasper. I'm not going to tell which ones I use because I don't really remember. I only took the best ones that I saw and stuck them together. You have Nutch 77. And May Triple L in. I think it's May. I don't know how we would say that anyway. Maylin. Yeah. And of course we have Jep 5 and Anorexian Rosa. Yeah. So the main what I got her for was basically so I could, if you get this mod, the Aided a Human, of course, and then of course you can stick it on her because, well, she doesn't really talk much. Of course, with the facial things, you can, but that's where I kind of primary use. Is where I use it. But of course, let's go see the options. So here we have the base Edie model. Now it's not like in Mass Effect 3 where she has, like you see in the battle armor, the nice curved texture. I don't know how they create that in game, but I've seen one guy have a texture, but of course he hasn't shared that model, so I think he's redesigned the texture to match the actual Mass Effect, but I have no way of replicating that, and these two texture are not similar. They're different. So yeah, you can't just cut and paste this and then, edit a little bit around there. So it is what it is. So that's basically her inner skeleton, but we don't get to see the outer skeleton of on top. Well, it's more like not like an outer skeleton. It's more like a protective plastic, you could say. Now I didn't add any spectacular shine on it because I probably don't know how to do the levels of it, but yeah, she looks really shiny and it looks really doesn't look good. Anyway, she comes with the headset Edie. Now the headset actually comes from the combat thingo, but when I first did this, these are two different models. So things didn't line up, so I had to on the head, even though I had made them think I don't know why, but it just is. Anyway, so she's got her own headset, and then the combat one has one as well. So, and it correctly fits around her head and around her. Well, they're not really ears, but anyway, around her head. And then we've course got the traditional orange visor. Blue visor didn't exist. I just made a color change on this, trying my best to get a nice blue, but there's no real blue texture that nobody's made. Only the orange texture one, which looks pretty much like it would, but yeah, I gave my best shot to have a go at blue and red. Yeah, it looks red in Photoshop, but when you look at here, it kind of looks a bit, yeah. But that's of course the base model, and then we go to the combat suit. Now, and the combat suit, we got the headset combat. That's specifically what it came for. I just ported it over here because just options and stuff. So, but the heads didn't fit. But anyway, she also comes with the orange and the red and the visor. You can mix and match. The visors are not too bad, which is weird because the visors are the same, but the headset doesn't mix in the same. So I don't know what happened with the bone skeleton, but something went weird. Anyway, she comes with the combat blue that I found. I didn't make this texture. I just made it viable. And of course the combat yellow. So I didn't make this texture either. So when you look at it, the texture is not that great compared to the visor orange. But yeah, I don't know how to fix it up further, but that is of course the combat model. Now this one I didn't show on previous because I forgot where I got it from, but this is the infiltrator. Now you're thinking that this is the same model as I would think it is, but somehow for multiplayer they decreased their polygon counts and everything, probably just to make it more easier for multiplayer. Yeah, and also her textures are a lot more simpler. So this one has a lot more high detailed, bigger textures, and this one has, even though you may look at the same, when you look at the file size and the texture size, there's a much more smaller. So, but I added it in because it's the only variant with a different variant kind of color. Now I don't know. You could probably do in Photoshop and do some pink and reds or whatever you want to do, but that is the basic texture that comes with it. I don't know what their engine does to it to make it give all those other colors. Now she comes with a headset in. Not because that it cannot come off, but if I take it off, you'll see the textures underneath there are really bad. So um, compared to the single player models, yeah, you're not supposed to see underneath there. You're not even supposed to actually see underneath here, but uh, anyway. But yeah, she can see the same head textures. So, but this texture is totally different. It's completely one texture that supplies both the body and of the face. So um, yeah, she was built for multiplayer. And of course, this is just a texture swap of the normal Edie model. So this is burnt. I forgot where I got that one too. So um, probably should have done, but anyway, it's burnt. Yeah, and of course, yeah, in the burnt one, she comes with the blue visor. That's why I tried to make a blue visor. Didn't work that well, but yeah, it's come close. Now, of course, she goes into red kill mode, but yeah. Oh, typical orange. Or just bare. So there are basically 3 models of her, and this one's just a texture change. But yeah, there's 3 different models. Of course, she can put on the headset, but it doesn't look very good because it doesn't match her burnt physique. But yeah, allowed it for mix and matching. So then I went on here, which has the accessories. So we have, of course, the visors. You can put the combat visors on the normal one. It is not if you like them, but they probably need some kind of texture cleanup. I don't know how to specifically do that, but yeah, they'll need a lot more work because the ones I found on the net, I don't know how they actually implement them, but yeah. Anyway, and of course, we have the headset, and then we get on to the special kind of. So this is basically the normal Edie model, but we have the Eva Core textures. Yeah, so that's her normal one. This is her alternative. I forgot what this one was. I think it's supposed to be wet, but I didn't make it shiny, so it still doesn't have any reflection on it. Then of course we got black, and then of course we got this one with the earth symbol on it, which is you think it's the same as this one, but he's done something to the textures. So he's definitely up. So this one's more square-like, and as you can see, this is more like round one. So this is a lot more high definition. And of course, we have the romance. Now it's not really completely romance, but yeah. So it has it's basically just a mash of Miranda's romance stuck on basically the Eva Core. You need this belt here because that hides basically the really bad kind of it's not bad, but just where the model kind of ends. It hides it, so it's something that you cannot avoid. or yeah. The other bits maybe a little bit, but no, you can't avoid those bits. You definitely need the thingo, but yeah, it's up to you. I didn't make it in the other variant. I only made it in this one because that's all I wanted to do. Yeah, just a proof of concept. Yeah, that's about it, pretty much. And then, of course, we get to Eva Core. Yep, should bring back the lighting. Yeah, so this is Eva Core. There's standard, and of course, basically the same as those ones. But anyway, Alt, except with a different head, with the Eva Core head. Yeah, and the black and that one. And of course, she gets to have Miranda's. This is Miranda's skin anyway. So, yeah. So she gets to have the romance with the skins. I wanted to, compare what it would be. Let's see, human and robotic. So that is, and yeah, and of course we get something special. We have the Eva Core in the stripper outfit. Now, in comparison to all these outfits and models, the stripper outfit is actually unchanged from the Mass Effect 2 one. I don't think they ever actually upgraded this model. Probably not much time, so they didn't really care. And more or less, you would see the stripper inside the nightclub with the nightclub dim lights and something, so you couldn't see the imperfections that were in the actual model. But definitely in Fallout 3, where everything, well, I've got high definition textures, and then these are high, yeah, you can definitely see. So the face is Mass Effect 3, but the body is Mass Effect 2. But, it's proof of concept. Now, I could not get Edie in this because the way the textures, this cut thingo, very difficult to work with, and I'm not sure how to precisely cut models at this point. If I could know how to cut models, then based on the texture, I could, but that's yeah, that's a lot of fiddling with some other things in there, which not too great at. Even when I tried it, it's like, yeah, not too skilled at it yet. So yeah, we got Eva Core in it anyway. And of course, this is a high definition skin. As you can see, it's a little bit better. The person who made it, I forgot where it was. Maybe the legs he could have. Down the bottom here is, you see, he's kind of missed that bit, but maybe he thought it was one complete type thing. But it's kind of missing that thing. But yeah, definitely the hexagons are more higher definition and that. And of course, the result of that is because I stripped it off from Kelly, and then of course just replaced the head. So you get the Kelly model as well. As you can see, it's one big massive lineup. Looks not too bad. And of course we have to do the we don't always have to do, but I always have to do Edie in the slave layer outfit. And of course you can see what it is with the visor. And of course we have Eva Core in the slave layer outfit. Now this is like as you can see, like an accessory. It's one complete a unit. Not because I can't accessorize them, it's because it functions better if they don't. Because then we got as you can see, we over here we have the 3 models, and you have to make it for 3 models, and that wouldn't work. So if I was probably thinking about putting on this one, but I just kept to the base one. So probably a bit later, and I'll show you why probably a bit later anyway. But I'm already doing some other projects and stuff, so we'll just leave it as is. And of course, yeah, even cool. Now this is the first model I commissioned. It's the EDHD model, which you call the heavy duty model. It's definitely got more capacity in certain areas. As you can see, there's the one I've been showing you all currently, which is a normal size, but then of course you have the heavy duty size, and you can definitely see the differences. But yeah, that was the first model, but I had difficulty in merging the other things, because I would have to increase the breast size and of course the booty size, and Outfit Studio doesn't work symmetrically, so I went and requested the normal body so I could have an easier time working with the other outfits. And so there is one major flaw in this one. You may see it as running, or maybe not. I'll point it out to you in a sec. It's right down here. Basically, the model seems to, as you can see, doesn't seem to define where the butt crack is. So as you can see, it's you see how it's shifting it. So there's definitely a weighting problem. Yeah, so that's why I didn't notice it at first, because I was just you know, oh yeah, pretty good. Yeah, let's see what else we can do. But as I came close to packaging it all together and then having a test on it, I can definitely see it. But it is something minor, but it is actually major to fix, because it actually affects all the other models. So I have to basically rescale that type of area to fix it. So basically I made all of them scale to her, so that's why so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So it's 6 models, but as you can see, with 6 models, each of them having multiple thingos, it becomes quite a bigger job. But you can say this is version 1. Probably, yeah, we'll definitely probably be doing a version 2 later on, but it is something that I always kind of wanted. Of course, she doesn't have any facial things like you would like that Esqual in Fallout New Vegas, his other mods, but she's in Fallout 4. I could possibly actually now bring her back into Fallout New Vegas, but I don't know. I'm liking Fallout 4 better with its you know, a bit better graphics, some building mechanics. Not completely a complete builder, but yeah. So that's her, and of course You can see the burned. It definitely looks interesting. Then of course we got the combat. So yeah, probably should use the Pip-Boy, but I'm doing certain other kind of mods. So the Pip-Boy 2000, I kind of need it off because I need to see where the Pip-Boy thing goes. But if you have the one that removes the Pip-Boy, then yep, it will definitely no, not remove, but actually replace the Pip-Boy with the other one. It will be much better. That's why you can see on the models that they are. But I'll leave that there because I'm doing some other models, and therefore I need the Pip-Boy. Now, of course, now there's something that you probably note that I probably will have to fix later on now, is that the visor is currently a little bit lower on Eva Core, so it doesn't match completely. But you can still put it on, but wherever it is, the visor orange. Yeah, so either that or I probably have to make a new kind of set that would thingo. As the same with oh yeah, also didn't show off the headset Eva Core. So I fixed the headset, but I of course didn't fix the visor. So that's something that I have to do later on. And as you can see, the visor is actually a little bit lower than it should be. See, as you can see at the top of the eyelids over there, and yeah, it should be just a little bit higher. Although it probably is in the right place, but visually, yeah, who knows? But a headset is definitely this one for Eva Core is I've stretched it out a little bit to compensate because she now has ears, whereas before Edie did not have any ears. Now normally I would make a CBB head, but I didn't kind of make it on this one, but as the you know, just mostly got to put it on Eva and I mean Ada, not Eva. What I'm thinking about anyway. Mostly put on Ada, so you know she's mostly robotic. It's kind of looking a lot better than the Assaultron skin, and a lot better than some other that kind of maid skin that's out there. So definitely quite an upgrade. And then of course we've got Kelly, but she's going to have the visor. Yeah. Neck doesn't seem to work right around Kelly, but yeah. It is what it is. It wasn't. She's just a bonus there. But mainly, of course, it's Edie. So let's see. Have I got that one? Yeah, we'll take that one off. Of course, we have the infiltration suit. And what's the infiltration visor? Yeah. Looks kind of weird. Yeah, trust me, it looks kind of weird. But that's the texture that came with it, so and I didn't do anything else to it, so yeah. But that's something that I have to figure out later on, if I can. But yeah, so that is basically Edie in Fallout 4. Of course, I put her in the download. She's going to be big. Usually, I should have split it up into two. So we usually should have had Eva Core and Edie, but for testing purposes, doing all the visors and something, I kind of needed them all in the one package because I want it to be. It is basically the same, you know. This is basically human skin and no human skin, but yeah. But anyway, it is what it is, and I haven't seen anybody else do it. So yeah. Anyway, I'll finish it up there, and I will see you next time.
We're desperate.